Hi my honeys, welcome back to my channel. So I look pretty weird. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know that I always do my skin at the very end. So I always do my eyes first before I jump into skin. So this kind of feels really weird to me. I feel like I look like an egg. And I need some definition. I need some bronzer on my skin, and it also felt weird because I always apply cream contour as well, and I didn't apply it because of course we are testing out a new product from Fenty Beauty. So let's go ahead and talk about it. This is their Sun Stalk'R Face and Eye Bronzer Highlight Palette. So you can use it as a bronzer, as a contour palette. You can also use it for your eyes, which I thought was so amazing. And the reason why I bought it is because obvio, I wanted to do a review for you guys, but I was very intrigued because I love contouring and bronzing up my skin. And since you can also use these as eyeshadows, I'm really, intrigued and interested on using this palette today and showing you guys if you need it in your life and let you guys know my thoughts on them. So me personally, I haven't used a Fenty bronzer, so this is going to be new to me. And the only highlighter I've ever used from Fenty Beauty was the gold one. I don't remember the name. I want to say it was 24K, I think. Beautiful highlighter, you guys. I first launched years ago and I loved that highlighter because I would also use that not just on the skin, but I would also use it on the eyes. So other than that, I haven't tried any other Fenty Beauty face products except for foundation too. I think I have tried their foundation and I did not like that for myself personally. The bronzers claim to be long wearing, transfer resistant, light and buildable, very smooth and creamy formula. It does also contain mango and papaya fruit extracts to give our skin a nice healthy glow. And of course for the highlighters, they are safe to use on the eyes as well as obviously on the skin. They are non-cakey, they are silky and lightweight, and you can layer them on or you can also apply them as a topper on top of your bronzer. And of course, if you have been following me also for a long time, you guys know that sometimes I'll even use bronzer as my eyeshadow. It definitely saves time, and I feel like it's a really great concept with this because you can take it with you if you are traveling, like if you like this to contour your face, and you can also create eyeshadow looks with this. Like, it's a win-win situation. I will say though that the packaging is very, very beautiful, but you can tell too that it can get kind of dirty. So, but it's very easy to clean because I had my fingerprints all over this earlier, but it was really, really easy to clean. And you also have a mirror. So that's a really great thing to have in a palette, but this is as far as it goes. So it doesn't bend anymore unless you break it. But for the most part, I never really use my mirrors in my palettes ever. I always love using like hand mirrors. So I'm gonna start off with my Morphe. This is the M573, and I wanna do the eyes because I feel so weird without it. So for my transition shade, I'm gonna go into this bronzer shade right here, and I think this one is called Private Island. So you have the names right in the back. And what I'm gonna do is apply this all in my crease. Also, if you are a makeup artist, this would be a really great palette to have. Like if you're doing like a bridal party, or when I used to freelance, I used to do a lot of quinceañeras and like their tias and mom and primas, and having a palette like this is just so amazing. Instead of carrying an individual bronzer, I feel like if you are a makeup artist, like this would be such a good palette to have. I mean, I don't know exactly how it's gonna perform later, but I'm just thinking about like the idea and the concept. Like, it's really, really cool. And it would definitely save you so much space in your kit. Okay, you guys, so they definitely feel very creamy, very smooth. It doesn't feel chalky, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna go into the same Morphe M573, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. This one's called Cocoa Naughty, just because I want a little bit more warmth, more bronziness in my crease. So I'm just gonna apply it right underneath the first shade we placed, just to deepen this up a little bit more. And I think I'm gonna do a bronzy smoky eye because I really wanna go into that darker shade, and maybe I'm gonna apply that all over the lid. I'm gonna go into my B Bella NG325, and I'm gonna go back into that first shade that we used, you guys. And I'm just gonna go right in the crease and just buff this out. And These colors are blending out very nicely together, which is a good sign that it doesn't look chalky or patchy. It is very silky and it's very smooth. So I'm still gonna use the same brush from Bella, and then I'm gonna jump into Inda Sun. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This shade right here. So if you are super fair and you're looking for a contour shade, this would definitely be a really good one because it's not like super on the orangey side. It's definitely more cool tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff it in right here underneath my brow bone. And then I'm just gonna start to bring it in right here. I'm gonna start to define my nose. This would probably be used as my nose contour. And then bring it out this way. These colors are actually reminding me of the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. So if you guys have that, you can definitely create this same eyeshadow look. It is gorge. Going back to the Morphe M573. Now for all over the lid, I want it to be super bronzy and smoky. So I'm gonna go into Thick Mint. So it's the darkest matte bronzer shade in the palette. And pretty much what I'm gonna do is just apply it all over my lid without going higher than my crease. I just really want to focus this right here. So I did not have any fallout with any of the other shades. I do have a little bit of fallout with this one, like on my cheeks, but it's okay though because I have my setting powder there for a reason. I'm pretty sure it's going to be easy to dust off. And of course this shade is meant for people who are more deeper in complexion, but you can also use it for this as a smoky eyeshadow look. Jumping back into my Bella, I'm gonna go ahead and dip into Cocoa Naughty again, and just pretty much, you guys, going to buff out my crease just to make sure that there's no harsh lines and everything looks smooth. Okay, so for my under eye, I want to keep it also pretty on the bronzy side. So let me sharpen this up really quick. Just an eyeliner. I want to apply a base. Also want a tide line. So I'm gonna apply this underneath my eye here, just really close to my lashes. And then I'm gonna go into my Morphe M165 and taking that darker shade again from the palette, and I'm just going to run this and make it look smoky. I'm gonna dip into this shadow right here, you guys, or this bronzer shade, and just pretty much gonna run it towards the lower lash line again. I went ahead and added like a nude liner in my waterline, as well as applied some mascara and some falsies. So now, you guys, it's time to apply it on the skin, which I'm actually super excited. But first, before we do, I'm gonna go into this highlighter shade, or this, actually let's go into this one. And I'm gonna place this right in the inner corners. And I'm just gonna highlight this area right here. Ooh, that is bronzy. So I'm also gonna actually apply it on my brow bone, just right underneath here. I'm gonna soften it up a little bit with my brush, with no product. Taking my Morphe brush, it's clean. And this is the M405, which I use a lot. And for my bronzer, I'm gonna go into Private Island. I just feel like I kind of want to see if I can build it up, and that shade just looks like it fits me better. And I feel like this one's slightly a little bit too dark, but we'll see. I'm gonna apply this one first, and this one obviously is too light for my complexion, so I think this one will do. So again, my brush is clean, and I'm gonna go in. Oh, and there is some kickback, just so you guys know, right there. I am gonna dust it on the back of my hand, and then I'm just gonna go in and start to warm up my skin. I do it in circular motion, so far so good. I'm gonna go back in and grab some more. Normally too, you guys, with my bronzer, I always apply it after I blend my creams. I just feel like it looks better. It doesn't look as chalky. Not that it looks chalky right now, but I just definitely like to apply my bronzer after I've blended out my creams. It definitely feels very creamy, very smooth on the skin, just as it felt on my eyes. So that's a good sign. So I kind of want to build up the intensity a little bit more, you guys. So I'm going to jump into this shade right here called Caramel Cutie. And same brush, I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of that and apply it right on top. Oh yeah, this bumped up the color a lot more. Wow, actually, I think I might like this color, you guys, a little bit better. Starting to see the color now on my skin. Hallelujah, I was looking so pale and flat. For my nose, I'm gonna go into my Morphe 580, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here, In the Sun, and I'm just going to apply it on the sides because this color, you guys, is more like it's way lighter than the other ones. And I want my nose contour to look natural. I'm gonna clean up my nose contour a little bit, and I'm also just gonna cut bronzer here. I normally don't wear highlight, you guys, but for today, I'm going to apply it for you on my skin. So I think this one is a little bit too bronzy for my skin or for my complexion. So I'm gonna go into this one, and I'm gonna apply it on my forehead. But with the remaining product, I'm just gonna dust it on the back of my hand, and then I'm just gonna apply it right here. Ooh. And like I mentioned earlier, I haven't played with a Fenty highlighter, just that gold one that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. But this is beautiful. All right, so I'm just gonna apply it right here. Oh yeah, it's very like a glow within, like it's very nice. Wow. I'm gonna use my finger, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it down the bridge of my nose because, ooh, look at that. You guys see how silky this is? It's really pretty on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the rest of my powder and apply a blush and then a lip product as well. And then I'll be right back to give you guys my final thoughts on this product. So give me a sec. So let's talk about it, you guys. Now I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the new Fenty Beauty. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's the Face and Eye Bronzer Highlighter Palette. And it's called Stalk'R. So again, it is a limited edition, you guys, and look how dirty it got already with my fingerprints. So I told you guys it's gonna get a little dirty, but again, easy to clean. So let's go ahead and talk about the way that these bronzers or eyeshadows, like I don't even know what to call them, I'm gonna say bronzers, blended out on my eyes. Like I absolutely love the way my eyeshadow looks right now. It is very bronzy, it's smoky, but yet we didn't use black. I love doing a brown smoky eye, and these blended out very, very well together. I was very in shock on how it wasn't chalky, because sometimes with bronzers, they can feel kind of chalky on the eyes. So with these, you guys, it was seriously so silky. It was so smooth. They blended very well all together, and I just am really in love with my eyeshadow right now. So with the skin, obviously you guys can tell that it looks very, very pretty. I have no complaints at all. I feel like these colors blended very well with my skin tone personally, but I also love that they incorporated darker bronzers for darker and deeper complexions, and of course a very light bronzer to use on my nose. I loved using that for my nose contour or for anybody who is super light or fair. I'm obsessed with the highlighters. I'm definitely gonna check out Fenty Beauty highlighters now because I just really love how they look on the skin. Like they look very glowy, and it's not like a heavy glitter. I loved how silky and smooth this is, and it blended into my skin very nicely without it looking glittery and heavy. Now, do you need this in your life? So I have some thoughts actually. If you are a makeup artist, I used to freelance for about like 10 to 12 years, and I loved makeup palettes like this with bronzers because obviously everyone has a different skin tone. So I love the concept of this because it really is versatile, and you can really do everyone's makeup with this palette. And the fact that this one you can also use as eyeshadow is a plus because I can definitely create many different looks with this particular palette. And if you are a freelance makeup artist, like I believe this is a really good palette to have. Or a lot of you guys who don't do makeup, I'm definitely gonna leave this one up to you if you guys need it. I mean, you guys saw in today's tutorial, you can use it as eyeshadow, you can use it as your contour, your bronzers. You have two highlights in here that you can also apply all over the lid for some nice shimmery eyeshadow, a shimmery lid. So it is very, very versatile. So I feel like at the end of the day, it's really up to you if you need this. I personally do recommend it just because of the quality is amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts, you guys, on this new product from Fenty Beauty. Let me know your thoughts down below. Did you guys pick this up? I want to know if you've used it. What do you guys think? Did it work for you? And would you recommend it? Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel here as well, so that way, and click the little notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my uploads. I will see you guys on Saturday, para un video en español. But if you want to see another one in English, I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Besitos. I love you guys. Bye.